Well, hello all. It is still Tuesday, I believe. Yes, Tuesday, March the 24th. I have decided to put the Mountain Dew taste test on hold for the moment, because to make sure all of my olfactory everything is in working condition, to make sure that I give it the fairest taste test possible that I can give it. Minxie doesn't like it. I just want to show everyone Minxie is fine. I don't know what that moment was about, but she's had her moment and I think it's over. Is your moment over? Is your moment over? Okay. Okay. Minx is good. Minx is good. Getting the lovin's. Getting the lovin's. Well, okay. We'll start now with our big old pile here. And let's just say it's this big old pile, but a lot of them are all the same thing here going on. So we'll start, I guess, from the bottom and work our way to the top. What we have here, and I've never, well, I can't say I've never watched, I've never seen all of it, but it's the Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. She's all nice and shiny. These used to be on TV back when I babysat my niece Kaylee when she was a baby. Or, I was trying to say it like the lady from Schitt's Creek, but baby. Is that how she says it? David. I don't know. I'm not very good at it. Maybe I should stop. I did open this one, but... So, yeah, these used to come on TV back when I babysat Kaylee. So there was like a daily Wonder Woman. So I have seen some of these old episodes, and I thought they were cool, and I wanted to watch the whole thing. And obviously, I still have not done that. And Kaylee's getting ready to graduate college. So. But if ever I should decide to watch them, I own them. So here they are. Now, a show that I actually have seen, believe it or not, I came into the party late. I did. Much like my favorite show of all time, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I guess this kind of gets compared to it. Veronica Mars in some ways. I mean, the writing and the female lead and all that kind of stuff. But it's Kristen Bell. And in the first season, her friend is murdered. And there's like this season long, and season 2 also has a season long mystery. But then season 3, they kind of scaled it back. There was 2 like mini mystery kind of things, where like half the season was one mystery and half the season was something else. What happened in the first season, half of the season led into the back half or whatever. And then there were some episodic episodes at the very end of the series, which actually, to be honest, for season 3, I actually liked the episodic mysteries better than all the rest of it. But at least the first 2 seasons are, pretty good, especially the first season, of course. And there's been a movie. They did I think they were one of, I don't know if they still are. At the time, they were like the highest grossing Kickstarter, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't get a chance to donate to that. But they also have a Hulu series now, which I have not seen. And unfortunately, I know some of what happens in it because I haven't watched it, even though it's the reason I fucking got Hulu, so that I could watch it. But yeah, there's some, snappy dialogue in it, and especially her and her interactions with her dad, Enrico Colantoni. Is that how you say his name? Enrico Colantoni from Just Shoot Me fame. Probably did some other stuff too. I don't know. But yeah, so, and actually, I don't own season 2. I did own season 2, but a cat peed on it, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what happened. Something happened to it that was not very nice, and I ended up selling the discs on eBay for cheap, because it's like, of course, I gotta have the whole kit and caboodle when I have it. So I did have season 2. And this was way before she was Valkyrie in Thor, but she has she might be in the main cast in season 2, but she plays kind of the bitchy character, the new girl in town with the chip on her shoulder, and she has a good story. She has a good character arc over season 2, and I really liked her, and but she was unfortunately, I guess spoiler alert, she was only in season 2 of this show, but she was definitely a big part of it, and I was very happy to start seeing her in like the Marvel franchise, because I'm like, all the way back to Veronica Mars season 2, I was like, she's got something. I really like her. Not that I can think of the name of the actress at the moment, of course, but I knew her before. I didn't know her personally, but it's kind of like she was just so good as that character. But yeah, so these kind of like Nancy Drew-ish kind of things, where she's mysteries and blah 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 blah. So in the first season, she has to figure out who murdered her best friend, and then the second season. Is I guess I don't know. I'll just spoil it, maybe. I don't know. But there's a different mystery in season 2 for her to solve. And then, like I said, season 3 has like a couple of little mini mysteries to it. Which, like I said, I think I like the episodic episodes at the end of season 3 better, because they were trying to bring in newer viewers, and they thought it's kind of like, if somebody, they kind of wanted it where somebody could jump in at any point and kind of know what was going on. But at least they did do, a couple of mini story arcs, for, like I said, the first half of the season, and most of the last half, or the second half of the season, whatever, blah blah blah. So if you like mystery and snappy dialogue and funny, good stuff, Veronica Mars is definitely something you should check out. Kind of going back to, that wasn't animated, but this is a show I grew up with, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Is this the whole thing? I guess 4-disc set. Let's see if they don't have the pictures in here, but this was the one with the live action like Mario and stuff, in between the cartoons, and Lou Albano maybe as Mario, Danny Wells as Luigi. So they kind of had, they had the live action in between the cartoons, the Mario and Luigi cartoons, and I believe it was on Fridays, and I always waited for Fridays, because of course I wanted the new episode of The Legend of Zelda complete series. Excuse him, princess. I was always a big Legend of Zelda fan. So I was always waiting for the Legend of Zelda episode at the end of the week. If I remember correctly, they only had them on Fridays. So, you can have one without the other, I suppose. But what would be the point? Now, unfortunately, what I don't have to add to this collection is Captain and the Game Master. I never got that. I know it's on DVD. I think it's a complete series set that you can get. But unfortunately, I have never gotten that. And they actually had, there was an episode that had Link and Zelda in it, and the same voice performers from this were on the episode of Captain and the Game Master. So unfortunately, I definitely, because that's kind of my childhood kind of thing. It's like I definitely need to get the Captain and the Game Master and add it into this collection. Not that I've watched any or all of it, but maybe I saw it back when I was a kid when it aired. I don't know if I saw all of them, during the broadcast. But something that I definitely did see every episode of, and this is what really sparked my love for, it didn't really spark my love for the comic books, because I used to get, there used to be a Sears catalog, and Mom would order me, a comic book. There was something in there where you could get like 50 random comic books. So a couple of the comic books that I got in those sets were the X-Men. So I have, they're so shiny. I love them. And they've got the raised cover there where you can see Wolverine's pectorals. Yeah, right there. So I have volumes 1. And I found the covers for all of these, so I was able to reunite them because they got separated for a short period of time. Volume 2, Volume 3, and I'm not sure exactly for sure how much this covers. Look at Phoenix on the back. She's all shiny, dark, evil Phoenix back there. And then, oops, I did them out of order. This is Volume 1. Volume 2 ended up on the bottom. Sorry. Somehow they got a little out of order there. And then this is 3. Were you shouting at me through your computer screen? So they're like, "That's not number 2, you dick." And then this is number 4 here. Sorry, but yeah, I definitely. This has been the best adaptation of. Now there was also, I think I have it, or I had it, or I was going to buy it. I don't know. It was 'cause I didn't watch. What was the one? There was a show that they did where they were kids, and they were like basically. I mean, it was Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters, but they were the youngsters. They were like all kids. Or what, X-Men Evolution? Was that what that one was called? I didn't watch that one. I wasn't, it's kind of like, especially after having this, where it was like the real interpretations of the characters themselves. And I love this so much. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if I could still do it, but I used to be able to, the first episode with the Sentinels, I used to be able to quote it word for word as it went along. Like I said, I don't know if I could still do it. But I would do that sometimes. I would go through and it'd be like, quoting along with it as it went. But there was it was just a few years ago, I think, Wolverine and the X-Men. That was actually a pretty good show too. And I never watched. There was like a X-Men anime. I think I bought it, of course. Never watched it. I think it aired on G4 back when G4 was a thing. But I have not. They did some superhero anime shows. I don't know if they came from Japan and I don't know. Maybe I'll find it over there in my pile somewhere because I'm pretty sure I bought that. I had it at one point. I know I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. But anyway. But yeah, Wolverine and the X-Men was actually a pretty good one too. But this was definitely where I got my start. Like this is my '90s teen existence. Is like X-Men and Power Rangers and Spider-Man and Batman the animated series and Animaniacs and Ghost Rider. We'll get there. Thank you, ma'am and sir. To some of these places, not all of them. But yeah, the X-Men, it was definitely one of my must-watch faves of my teenage existence, I guess. So, and at first, I didn't think my disc for this one worked, but it turned out it was just the DVD player, I guess, for some reason wasn't reading it. I don't know if I've tried it in this one or not, because I got it to work at some point. But there was another Manos Returns. I got in my copy of Manos Returns, and it didn't work at first. But then, like, I tried it again, and it did work. So I'm like, well, it's weird. I don't know. Weird. But, yeah, I had that trouble with this. I thought I was going to have to return it, but I obviously didn't because it's right here in my hand. So volumes 1 and 2. 2, 3, 4. Yes, all of this goodness right here. So, of my childhood, I suppose. But anyway, yes, that is your more. Since I put the Mountain Dew taste test on hold, I decided to just go ahead and give you a quick one of these. I don't know how quick it actually was, but I figured I'd give you something today. And anyway, this is it, and I'm gonna try to continue the Mountain Dew taste test tomorrow. Hopefully, you know, I don't feel like I have much drainage today, but I don't know, maybe just to try to give it a fair shake, just to try to give it, you know, all fairness taste test that I can. I'm gonna do continue that tomorrow, as it were. And I might do another TV show, at least finish that first line over there that I've got going, maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Or I might just come home and immediately fall asleep and do nothing. You know I'm known for that, so. Every once in a while, sure. But anyway, that's what I got going on, and I will see you for what I see you. And just so you know, Minx is still doing fine. I came and checked on her after I did my video. And she's just in here chilling. Chilling like a villain. Purring like a Warren. I don't think that's a thing, but... So, she's fine. I just figured I'd let you know. And Ref is also doing okay. I guess. You doing okay, Ref? Contemplating some things. What's the most delicious tuna? I shouldn't say that too loud. I don't think they know what it is, actually. Good times. I am way too zoomed in. Wow.